All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Oh, no English.
So you need an interpreter.
Okay.
Okay, have a seat.
There?
All right, let's have Jeffrey Dreyer come in. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Jeffrey Dreyer.
All right, thank you. So you are here for a new case out of the Superior Court. This is alleging 1 count of aggravated assault, temporary disfigurement, that's a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor, with the offense date of September 11. In this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You do have a status conference currently set on September 27 and a preliminary hearing October 1, both at 8:30. Those are going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In this case, I do understand that you have pretty limited criminal history. I think you have a theft case pending out of Scottsdale at this time, but I didn't see any prior domestic violence. But in light of the charges that you have here, I do believe a bond is appropriate. I did receive a written recommendation from the state requesting a $25,000 secured appearance bond. And based on the nature of the allegations, which do also include what could potentially be charged as NP breathing as well, I do believe that that amount is appropriate. You do have a $25,000 secured appearance bond, and if you post that, it would be you would be released subject to the supervision of pretrial services with electronic monitoring. You do have orders here that you are not to return to the scene of the offense. You are not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. If you were previously residing there, you can only go back in person if you use a civil standby. That's done by contacting local law enforcement in order to schedule it. And I do just need to caution you that a violation of a no victim contact order and a criminal release order could constitute aggravated harassment. That's a Class 6 felony. So if you come in here on a new felony offense while being on felony release, you would be non-bondable at that point. All right, any questions regarding that?
Can you repeat the date?
Yeah, and this will be in your paperwork. Everything I went through is going to be in your paperwork. Status conference September 27, preliminary hearing October 1. All right? Thank you, sir. Yep, we'll go with your matter first. Thank you, sir. All right. Go ahead and state your full name and date of birth.
James Anthony Raposa, Mark.
All right, thank you. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It is alleging 1 count of disorderly conduct. 3 counts of disorderly conduct. Those are all Class 6 felonies. In this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You have a status conference set on September 27 with the preliminary hearing October 1, both at 8:30, and that's going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In this matter, I do recognize that you don't have, I don't think you had any other criminal history listed in your report, but I have to weigh that against the very serious nature of the charge that you are here for. Though you do have a bond in this matter, that's a $5,000 secured appearance bond. It is secured. You are able to work with a bail bonding company. If you do post bond and are released, you are not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you cannot possess any weapons while on release. That would include in your vehicle or in your home in general. Okay? Any questions regarding that?
What if my roommates have weapons? Like, what do we do about that? Do we just have
Move
to have
them out.
move them out? Okay.
Move them out temporarily.
Okay.
Okay, and unless they have a lockbox that you have no access to. Anything that you have the potential access to.
Okay.
That's what you need to be concerned
Does
with.
that include knives too, or?
If it's a deadly weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, so not general knife, but if it is a knife designed for lethal use, that's a little different.
Oh, okay.
Okay? All right. If you want to go ahead and step over, you can go ahead and pick up that paperwork. Thank you, sir. A couple matters ago. All right, sir, go ahead and state your full name and date of birth.
Sean Murtha, Jan.
All right, thank you, sir. You are here for a new case out of Superior Court. The charges are 1 count of unlawful flight from law enforcement. That is a Class 5 felony. 1 count of aggravated assault involving an officer, Class 5 felony. 1 count of resisting arrest, Class 6 felony, and 1 count of reckless driving. That's a Class 2 misdemeanor. In this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed here to represent you. You do have a status conference set on September 27 at 8:30 with that preliminary hearing October 1 at 8:30. Those are both going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. I did receive a written recommendation in your matter requesting a $25,000 secured appearance bond. That was from the state. I do believe that a bond is appropriate in your case, but given your rather limited history, although I did take into account you do have a prior arrest for fleeing officers out of state, You do have a bond in this matter. So that's a $7,500 secured appearance bond. If you post bond and you are released from custody, you do have the additional notice that you're not to have any contact with any victim, complainant, or witness in this matter. You'll get all this information I just went through in your paperwork here in a moment, but do you have any questions at this time?
Not at this time.
All right, if you want to step over, you go and pick up that paperwork so you can have a seat. Thank you, sir. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Derek Chernovsky.
Thank you, sir. You are here for a new case out of Superior Court. The charges here are 1 count of unlawful flight from law enforcement, a Class 5 felony, 1 count of reckless driving, a Class 2 misdemeanor, 1 count of displaying false plates, a Class 2 misdemeanor, 1 count of criminal speed, that's a Class 3 misdemeanor. Those are the counts that I did find probable cause on to proceed today. They also submitted an additional 4 counts of reckless driving. I didn't find probable cause on those counts. So in this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed, and the status conference is currently set on September 27 at 8:30, with that preliminary hearing October 1 at 8:30, and those are going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. I did receive a written recommendation from the state in your matter requesting a $5,000 secured appearance bond. Based on the nature of the offense, I do believe a bond is appropriate. You created an extremely reckless environment that could have involved other individuals who are on the roadway. But I did weigh that against the serious nature or the fact that you have no criminal history that I saw. So you do have a bond, but that's a $1,500 secured appearance bond. You are going to receive all that information here in a moment, but do you have any questions at this time?
No, ma'am.
All right, if you want to go and step over, go and pick up that paperwork. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we have Craig Brown, and then Edward Emmerich will be up next. Hi, Mr. Brown. If you could state your full name and date of birth, sir.
Craig Edmund Brown.
Thank you, sir. So you are here for 3 separate cases. So all of these have bench warrants that were issued for failures to appear. So you now have a status conference set September 27, preliminary hearing October 1, both at 8:30, and that's going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
In each of these matters, the bond and the warrant's been affirmed. Each of them had a $500 secured appearance bond, so it's a total of $1,500 for all 3.
Okay.
These are secured bonds. You are able to work with a bail bonding company in order to post those amounts.
Okay.
And you'll get that information here in a moment. You actually receive individual paperwork for each case. But do you have any questions regarding it?
No.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right, so we have Edward Emmerich up next, and then Sierra Connell up after that. All right, so your full name and date of birth? Full name and your date of birth.
Oh, Edward Emmerich.
Here for a probation violation warrant that was issued. That's for a petition to revoke filed alleging a violation of terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation terms. The Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. You do have a revocation arraignment hearing set on September 30 at 8:30, and that'll be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. The bond in your warrant has been affirmed. That's a $500 secured appearance bond. If you do post that bond and you are released from custody, you are still on supervised probation. You do still have to abide by all terms. That does include contacting probation within 72 hours. You'll get that information here in a moment, but do you have any questions at this time? All right, if you want to step over, go ahead and pick that up so you can have a seat. We have Ms. Connell, and then Kayshawn Fletcher will be up after that. All right, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
Sierra Connell, 11.
All right, thank you. So you are here for a probation violation warrant that was issued. In your matter, there's been a petition to revoke filed alleging a violation of terms 3 and 5 of your probation terms. The Public Defender's Office has been appointed. Revocation arraignment hearing is set September 30 at 8:30. That's going to be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. The bond in your warrant has been affirmed. That's a $250 secured appearance bond. If you post that bond and you are released from custody, you're still on supervised probation. You do still need to abide by all terms, including contacting probation within 72 hours. Any questions regarding that? All right, if you want to go and step over, go ahead and pick up that paperwork. All right, so we have Mr. Fletcher, and then Raul Hurtado will be up after that. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth?
Keyshawn Fletcher.
All right, thank you. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It is alleging 1 count of criminal damage. That's a Class 6 felony. 1 count of assault, a Class 3 misdemeanor, with the offense date of today, September 22nd. The Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you in this matter, and your court dates that you have at this time are a status conference set on October 7, preliminary hearing October 10, both at 8:30 a.m. Those are going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
Now, in your matter, I don't show that you have any other criminal history, and I didn't show any other contacts for domestic violence incidents, so you are being released today. But due to the nature of the offense, it is going to be subject to the supervision of pretrial services. You would have electronic monitoring installed prior to your release, because you're going to have orders here that you can't return to the scene, no contact with the alleged victim or any complainant or witness. That's even if she contacts you, okay?
We have
You're
kids
the one with the
together.
order.
I know, but we have kids together. What do we do
You'll
about
have to
that?
go through a third party. Yeah, find a third party that can mediate between the two of you, okay?
Okay.
And then in the future, that could change where you can have that limited contact for the kids, but at least for right now, I'm going to leave that in.
I don't know if it's like my business to ask, but like the arresting officer told me like, oh, you're being charged, but like she's getting the same charge as you, but we can only arrest you. Is that really how it works? Like, it kind of doesn't make sense to me.
An arresting officer can arrest anyone that they believe has committed a criminal offense, that they believe they have the legal basis for that
No, but
arrest.
I was saying, he says that we both committed the criminal offense, but that because my babies are there, that they can't be left alone, so that's why I'm only here. Is that true, or is he
That's
just
their
trying to make me feel
call.
better? Okay, all
Yeah,
right,
that's their call.
all right. Well,
All right?
thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, we have Mr. Hurtado, and then Raul Lucio will be up next. All right, so your full name and date of birth?
Raul Hurtado.
Your date of birth? Thank you. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It's alleging one count of possession of dangerous drugs, that's a Class 4 felony, and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, that's a Class 6 felony, with the offense date of yesterday, September 21. The Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. Status conference is set October 7, preliminary hearing October 10, both at 8:30, and that's going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. So in this matter, you are being released today, but it is going to be subject to the supervision of pretrial services. You also would be subject to drug testing and monitoring while on release. We'll give you some paperwork that will have all that information, but do you have any questions regarding it?
No, ma'am.
All right, one step over, you can pick up that paperwork. We've got Raul Lucio and Eric Wood. All right, sir, your full name and date of birth?
Raul Daniel Lucio.
Thank you, sir. So you are here for a warrant that was issued. This is for a direct complaint that's been filed. It is alleging one count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, with the offense date of November 25th of 2023. The Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You have a status conference set on October 7, preliminary hearing October 10, both at 8:30, and that'll be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In this matter, I am following the PSA recommendation. You are being released today, but it is going to be subject to the supervision of pretrial services. So before you go, you'll get some additional information regarding that. That does include their contact information, because you have to stay checked in with them while on release.
Wait, do I have to put a monitor for that?
There's no monitoring
Okay,
this matter.
all right.
Okay, you don't have a victim in this case, so.
Okay.
All right, if you want to step over, you can go ahead and pick up that paperwork over there. We've got Mr. Woodhouse and Corina Graff will be up after that. All right, Mr. Woodhouse, go and state your full name and date of birth.
Eric Woodhouse,
Thank you. So you are here for a warrant that was issued. It's out of the University Lakes Justice Court. This is an initial arrest warrant that was issued. In other words, it's a warrant that was issued in lieu of a summons. So it's not a failure to appear warrant. It's a warrant that they sent out so that they could get you in on a summons that was sent in. It's for one count of DUI, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor, and it has an offense date of August 4th of 2021. In this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. You have an arraignment hearing set on October 8 at 1:30. That'll be at the University Lakes Justice Court. The address for that court is going to be provided in your paperwork. Since it is an initial arrest warrant, I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance to appear at that next court date. If you fail to appear on October 8th, it's likely a warrant will issue at that time. Do you have any questions regarding that?
Yes, ma'am. So,
I'm only seeing you on the warrant. I can't tell you anything about the charge, but go ahead.
that's basically
Yeah.
it. I don't understand. I don't know.
What happens is if you got arrested for a DUI back in 2021, they might not have filed the charges right away. That often happens in DUI cases
They
because
got
they
the-
need labs back.
I mean, well...
They have now filed it. So they sent it long form into the Justice Court where it's being charged. The Justice Court created a summons, but they didn't know how to reach you. So that's why they issued a warrant.
Okay.
That's why you get an initial arrest warrant. Now, I can't tell you anything about your case other than the charge, because that's all that I'm given here. Okay?
So I get to leave today with no...
You are leaving today. That's assuming you have no other holds, and I'm not aware of any, but they'll let you know if you have any. Otherwise, in this matter, yes, you are being released.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So we had Ms. Graff, and then Selena Vila will be up next. All right, ma'am, your full name and date of birth.
Karina Graff, 7.
All right, thank you. So you are here for a warrant that was issued. This is for a direct complaint that was filed that alleges 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs. That's a Class 4 felony. 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. The offense date is April 5th of 2023. In that matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You have a status conference set on October 7 with a preliminary hearing October 10, both at 8:30. That's going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. This is not a warrant that was issued for a failure to appear at a hearing. It's a warrant issued because they didn't have anywhere to send the summons.
Yeah.
So in this matter, you are being released on your own recognizance. It is going to be your promise to appear.
Okay.
All right, any questions regarding that?
No.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Selena Vila and Nevaeh Valdez will be up next. Hi, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
Selena Vela, 6/26/2000.
All right, thank you. You are here for a new case. This is going to be out of the Buckeye Municipal Court. The charge is 1 count of disorderly conduct. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor with the offense date of September 22nd, so today. It is considered a domestic violence offense in nature, so you are entitled to court-appointed counsel, but that will be handled by the Buckeye Municipal Court. They'll address that at your next court date, which is going to be an arraignment hearing, October 8 at 8:30 at the Buckeye Municipal Court. You'll get the address in your paperwork. In this matter, I don't show you have any other history, so I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. It is going to be your promise to appear. But given that this is a domestic violence offense, you do have orders here that you are not to return to the scene of the offense, not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness in this matter. You'll get all that information here in just a moment, but do you have any questions regarding this?
Yes, domestic violence. I didn't put my hands on anyone.
You have what?
You said domestic violence?
That is correct.
I didn't put my hands on anyone.
That's not what's being alleged.
Oh.
Do you have any other questions?
No.
All right, go ahead and step over and pick up your paperwork. All right, so we have Ms. Valdez, and I show she is the last person, at least in the courtroom, to be seen. All right, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
Nevaeh Valdez, 030405.
All right, ma'am, you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. It is alleging 1 count of theft of a means of transportation, which is a Class 3 felony, and 2 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. In this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You have a status conference currently set on October 7, preliminary hearing October 10, both at 8:30. That's going to be at the downtown Phoenix Superior Court. I don't show you have any other criminal history, so I'm going to be following the PSA recommendation, and you are being released on your own recognizance. It is your promise to appear. You do have the additional orders here, though, that you are not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness in this matter. So that information will be included in your paperwork that you're going to be receiving, but if you have any questions regarding anything I just went through.
No.
All right, thank you.